This moment changed my life forever. And this is my bandaged ankle. Why is my ankle bandaged, do you ask? Well, let's start from the beginning. "13 years after immigrating to the States, my family and I went on a trip back home to the Philippines. I've traveled plenty of times before this, but this trip was different. This was a homecoming for my family and me. Personally, I was excited for all the adventures I was going to get into. I was barely getting my feet wet in travel filmmaking at the time, and I wanted to film something awesome. Our first destination was Manila, to spend some time with my dad's side of the family. There, we traveled to Tagaytay, where I rode on my first zip line. After Manila, we flew to Cebu, where my mom's side of the family is from. And this island holds a particular place in my heart because this is the island where I was born. After seeing a few local sites, we went to this outdoor adventure park called Papa Kids. The park had loads of outdoor activities, zip lining being one of them. But that was just to whet my appetite for the day. Today's agenda was wakeboarding, and at this point in my life, I've never wakeboarded before. Neither do I have a great track record for activities that require boards to be attached to my feet. For example, the first time I went snowboarding before this point, I sprained my knee going down the mountain. But the adventure must continue, so I gave it a try. I was instructed by an Australian dude that did this for a living, and as the quick study that I am, I picked it up quickly. Once I got the hang of running laps around the track, I gave the ramps a try. And after a few crashes, I picked that up too. So I took it even further, and I tried to do 360s while I jumped off of the ramp. And this was the point where I took it too far, because this crash right here really hurt. My dad, who's a doctor in the Philippines, ordered up some x-rays and concluded that I had a hairline fracture on my ankle. He then got some supplies from the local pharmacy and whipped up a cast to immobilize my foot. Ankle fractured and 4 more weeks left on my vacation. My hopes for an awesome travel video were now dead in its tracks. But after that small dose of adventure that I had experienced, all that was going through my head at this point was that the adventure must continue. So I had to squeeze in one more. I figured I might not be able to walk, but I sure as hell can swim. Which brings us back to this moment. The moment I knew I was addicted. My first encounter with a whale shark. An encounter that I make multiple times after this, but this first encounter changed my life forever. Because this last hurrah signaled the beginning of something new for me. This newfound lust for adventure I acquired needed to be satiated, and a busted ankle wasn't going to stop me from that. Unfortunately, I was too busy trying to keep myself afloat that I couldn't film this experience. I could only manage to snag these photos of that adventure. But I came back the next year to revisit these gentle giants. This time, ready to take on more. This moment marked the beginning of a lifelong quest to wander, inspire, and create. name is Manny Max, and this is my story.